Is it time to buy or sell SPDR S&P 500 ETF? In this video, we will explore the SPDR S&P 500 ETF in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 6th of June, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any important updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Leverage the capabilities of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a buy candidate, awarding it a score of 4.62. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has experienced a gain of 1.35%. This amounts to an average return of 0.15% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund lies in the middle of a wide and weak rising trend in the short term, indicating a further rise within this trend. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 7.33% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from negative 6.15% to positive 10.71%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 4.74%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 12.40% to positive 8.60% over the next year. In today's terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $524.86 and $650.67. Our latest daily update for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF features the headline, Stronger Technical Forecast for SPDR S&P 500 ETF Price Following Friday's Trading. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF experienced a gain of 1.03% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 6th of June, 2025. The price rose from $593.05 to $599.14. During that day, the ETF fluctuated by 0.675%, with a low of $596.86 and a high of $600.89. Overall, the price has shown some volatility during this period, with a total gain of 2.75% over the last 2 weeks. It is important to note that volume decreased on the last day by 29 million shares, resulting in a total of 63 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $37.63 billion. This decline in volume alongside rising prices may indicate a divergence, which could serve as an early warning for potential changes in the coming days. Looking back over the past 52 weeks, the highest price for the ETF reached $613.23, while the lowest was $481.80. Currently, the price stands 2.3%, or $14.09, below the 52-week high, which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. The S&P 500 has recently crossed the significant psychological threshold of 6,000, generating a mixed atmosphere among investors. While a close above this level could affirm bullish sentiment, there are signs signaling a lack of sustaining momentum in the economic landscape, with analysts advising caution in light of prevailing uncertainties. Today's discussions highlight that the S&P 500 is encountering challenges in maintaining its position above 6,000, suggesting that the broader economic conditions may not yet inspire enough confidence for substantial upward movement. This hesitation could limit short-term gains for SPY, as traders digest the implications of fluctuating market conditions, particularly with global stock markets also nearing highs. The anticipation of changes to S&P 500 components adds another layer of complexity. As companies like AppLovin and Interactive Brokers look poised for potential inclusion, shifts in the index might influence investor sentiment and drive SPY's volatility. In the longer term, if the S&P can break through its current barriers and sustain momentum above 6,000, it could lead to increased buying interest, significantly impacting SPY's price trajectory. However, if economic indicators continue to raise red flags, investor caution may prevail, suppressing SPY's growth potential. The upcoming economic reports and shifts in sector performances will play a crucial role in determining the next movements for SPY and the broader market. The following signals have been identified for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, providing a positive forecast for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the short-term average being above the long-term average. During corrections downward, support can be expected from the lines at 593.77 and in 571.65. A breakdown below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, April 8, 2025, and since then, it has risen by 20.68%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Volume decreased during the last trading day, despite price gains, creating a divergence between volume and price, which could serve as an early warning. Therefore, the ETF should be monitored closely. Some negative signals have also emerged, which may affect its near short-term trajectory. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots presented a buy signal 42 days ago. Bollinger signals a buy from 18 days ago. The short-term moving average provided a buy signal 10 days ago. The long-term moving average also indicated a buy signal 31 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages suggested a buy signal 27 days ago. When examining the 12-month chart, we can observe the short moving average signaled a buy 32 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a buy signal 20 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages provided a buy signal 9 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. On the downside, the ETF finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $548.62 and $505.28. There is a natural risk involved when an ETF is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the ETF may then fall to the next support level. In this case, SPDR S&P 500 finds support just below today's level at $548.62. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $505.28 and $504.38. In general, the ETF tends to have very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered very low in this ETF. During the last day, the ETF moved $4.03 between high and low, or 0.675%. For the last week, the ETF has had a daily average volatility of 0.86%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which suggests that the ETF could move upward swiftly under favorable conditions. In this scenario, you may consider entering a position and using volume to help determine your exit strategy. On the downside, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF encounters its first support level at $548.62. If this support level holds, it could serve as a promising entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $578.77, reflecting a decrease of 3.4%. This exchange-traded fund experiences very low daily fluctuations, which translates to a minimal risk profile. Additionally, we have identified a buy signal originating from a pivot bottom discovered 41 days ago. Is the SPDR S&P 500 ETF a good buy? Several short-term signals, along with a generally positive trend, suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity. There is a fair chance for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF to perform well in the near term. As a result, we have upgraded our analysis conclusion for this ETF since the last evaluation from a hold or accumulate to a buy candidate. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Monday, the 9th of June, we expect the SPDR S&P 500 ETF to open lower by approximately 17 cents and start trading at $598.96. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on StockInvest.us. By using the information provided, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.